Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anyone cross-watching for someone with those placements, for the month of September 2019. Hello and welcome. I do hope that this video finds you well. I apologize they're coming out just a little bit late. That's kind of been a recurring thing here, and I do apologize. I am trying to get better at that. I've just been dealing with an increase of personal clients. This channel has been growing very quickly, and that's amazing. It's beautiful, but it's also bringing in a lot of individual clients as well, which is also awesome. But I've just been trying to learn how to strike the balance and find my rhythm with all of these people, like how many people I can be reading for a day before I'm feeling depleted. So I'm still kind of working that, and I feel like it's just going to increase over time as I'm kind of stretching these muscles. But I do appreciate your patience with me and your understanding, especially those of you who are still waiting for a personal reading. Before we actually begin the read, I do want to just let people know I'm going to be starting off this reading with an astrological report. For those of you who are new to this channel, I do an astrological report for each of the general readings every month. And I will have, if someone actually wants to comment the timestamp for when the actual reading begins, I will pin that down below so you can just go straight to the reading if you're not interested in the astrological stuff. But I do feel like it is interesting, it is helpful to also kind of figure out what might be happening when. Although, you know, this month is actually really, really busy with all of the stuff moving through Virgo. There's actually a lot of trines between trines between Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, and then we have a lot of stuff squaring off once that's moving into Libra. It's a really, really busy month. Ordinarily, I go over like each and every single aspect and transit in the blog post, and I just kind of gave an overview of how I feel the month will be just because it's so busy, which makes sense for Virgo season. It's a lot of busyness, a lot of action, getting back to work. So it's actually quite appropriate. But the way I've kind of felt about the month for September overall, we have all of this energy that's pushing us forward, that's really trying to make us excel and make us achieve, yet we're coming up against these walls. It's like we're being pushed into a wall, and it can be kind of uncomfortable. I am feeling like September might be kind of a bit of a more challenging month for this year. I do feel like July was also kind of there as well when we had those 6 retrogrades and the 2 eclipses. I'm not thinking it's going to be that intense, but I do feel like it is going to be requiring a lot of pushing forward. And you know, for Sagittarius particularly, we have, because of all this stuff moving through Virgo, it's going to also be squaring with Jupiter in your sign in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is actually your native planet. So you're really feeling a lot of push from these placements, and if you're having a hard time moving forward, if you're feeling really stuck or like you can't do anything, it could be because your own criticism is soaring right now. You have all of these perfectionist tendencies that are actually holding you back, or other people's perfectionist tendencies, or the perception of that could really be quite an obstacle for you at the start of this month. However, as we are moving into Libra season, I do feel like that will become much more comfortable for you. You'll be having some sextiles as well. I believe there's a sextile with Jupiter, and I feel like it's going to kind of lighten the load for you. But just know, if you feel like things are going really, really hard, or you're just having a really hard time this month, Virgo season can be kind of tricky no matter what, but the fact that it's also kind of squaring up with your planet in your sign, you're probably going to be feeling it quite a great deal. I'm actually a Virgo sun and a Sagittarius moon, so I know that this month is really, it's been pretty intense so far already, but it really is a case of, if you persevere and push through, especially with all of the nice aspects happening with Pluto, we have a lot of potential to actually reach new heights, to really rise above and achieve new levels of success. So keep persevering, even if there are moments where you have to kind of take a break and just pull away from something. Sometimes if you're caught in this perfectionist mindset, you're just making yourself dizzy, you're not thinking clearly anymore. Just keep all of that in mind, but I do feel like if you do persevere and you do kind of work with the energy that is available, because there is still a lot of good energy that's coming through, there is quite there's a good chance of having success for you guys. And of course, we do have Saturn that is moving direct on the 18th as well. So Saturn's been retrograde for several months now, and it's going to be going direct in its native sign, Capricorn. And again, you know, there could be some lessons there could be some challenges, but if you do rise above, it could really be a nice boon for you, especially financially, actually, towards the end of September. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist, I think, astrologically for September for you guys. Again, I do have a link in the blog post down below if you're actually interested in figuring out the exact dates for these transits. Again, it's not super comprehensive, I do apologize, but just for the sake of time, I've already been so busy, I wasn't really able to extrapolate so much this month. Hopefully next month will be better. But yeah, I think I'm going to begin the actual reading now. I'm going to start shuffling the deck here right away. We have some messages for you. Interesting. So I have the Star, the Devil, and the Hierophant. I'm not going to bring these out just yet. I'm going to trust that if these are going to come up in the read, they'll come up again. You know, it's funny because we have the card for Taurus and Capricorn, which is again like a lot of this Virgo energy. We have Uranus in Taurus and, you know, Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. I feel like you're definitely feeling this energy in a pretty intense way, and it might be feeling pretty restrictive, especially for Sagittarius, you know, a very freedom-loving sign. But with this Star card, there is this need to follow your intuition, follow your North Star, focus on what it is you really, really want, and just keep following that. I do feel like you might be coming up against some old toxic patterns and belief systems that are no longer serving you. So let's go into the actual read. What is the energy for Sagittarius coming into the month of September? This could be August or even earlier, kind of just laying the foundation here. What is the energy for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and cross watchers. As I'm kind of shuffling here, I do also just want to say thank you to all of you who have been subscribing and liking and getting personal readings. It's amazing how quickly this channel has grown. We literally got over 10,000 subscribers in like less than a month. That's amazing to me. And it's amazing to be able to put out these messages for you guys. So thank you for letting me do that, and continuing to support this channel. So for the past energy, we have the Father of Wands, the Daughter of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. I almost feel like as a fire sign, this Father of Wands could really be representing you. You might have been coming into your power. There might have been some sort of promotion or fresh start or just something that was really re-sparking you. You were coming in very, very strong, even if you didn't feel this way. It's almost like how your energy might have been interpreted. Some of you might be working on something that it feels really important to you, very close to your heart. Could also be pertaining to a family member or a really close relationship. Not necessarily a new relationship. It feels more like something that would be a bit established. But it feels like there's just this feeling of power here, of fairness, and just very strong. I like this. But with your heart, your emotions, we have the Daughter of Swords. Someone could be communicating with you in a way that I almost want to say there seems to be someone who might be a little manipulative. It could be a fire sign or an air sign. You're not really sure what to think of this person with the Seven of Cups. Things might not be totally clear. This Daughter of Swords, there could be someone who is not communicating very directly, or they could actually be a bit deceptive with you. They might not be communicating very maturely. And this is actually someone who's pretty close to you. But I do feel like overall there's just this sense of, you know, there is, on a more optimistic note, there is this sense of adventure, of wanting to start something new, of having all of this young, fresh energy and really feeling good and strong. And it might even be that you have a lot of options that you're thinking about. There might be some opportunities for travel or for work. And it actually, overall, it seems pretty good. But I do feel like for some of you, there's just this person you're feeling very, very guarded with. And it kind of feels like someone from the past. What is the animal wisdom for Sagittarius for this energy? Let's kind of clarify things here. Unicorn. Yeah, you're definitely not sure what to think right now. The unicorn represents the third eye, or the Anya chakra, and a lot of the time when this card shows up, it's almost like High Priestess energy or the moon from the traditional deck. There is this feeling of uncertainty, of not having all the answers, and really questioning things in a very deep way. So much of how we activate our intuition isn't necessarily about getting into a state of certainty, although there are times when that can be very, very helpful. A lot of the time it's also just being playful and opening yourself to the unknown, opening yourself to things you might not have ever even conceived of. And I really do feel like you've been stretching your mind over some sort of situation or over some sort of possibilities. Again, this could be a relationship, it could be a work opportunity. However this applies, I feel like it's really important to work with your third eye chakra. Really trust whatever intuition is coming through, even if it doesn't make logical sense to you. I feel like things just aren't necessarily supposed to be super clear. And that's okay. You're not going to have all of the answers right away. Just kind of trust your intuition is guiding you towards something. Very interesting. And if you are suspicious of someone, there might actually be something to that. I'm almost getting that someone is being a bit sneaky with you, and you're kind of aware of it, but you can't quite place your finger on how or what exactly they've been doing. Maybe you can, but I actually think there's more you don't even know about, even if you are aware of what it is. Just to kind of throw that out there. So we're now going to be drawing cards for the first part of September, getting kind of themes for this month for you guys. What's going to be starting this month? What are the messages for Sagittarius for the start of September? What are the themes? Yeah, things are definitely feeling scattered. Oops. And right as I said that, I had a whole bunch of cards pop out. So if any of those are the right card, please come out again. It almost feels like a lot coming at you at once at the start of September. And it feels like other people. It feels like pressure is coming from the outside, or at least it feels like that. It's only going to take a little bit to go and push you kind of hard. You know, you're kind of sensitive, I'm feeling like, at the start of this month, and other people might be seeing that too, especially if you've been guarded with people and not trusting their intentions. Interesting. Okay. So I have the Five of Wands, the Son of Cups, and then three cards came out together. The Five of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. I definitely feel like there is a lot of power struggle around you. And some of you might be a part of it, although with your energy having come across as the Father of Wands, I kind of feel like you're just not really engaging in it. Or if you are, it's advisable that you kind of pull away. Because I feel like there's just a lot of ego here, a lot of petty fighting, a lot of conflict, a lot of... It doesn't feel productive in any way. And this feels like kind of in the workplace or in home or with family. People you spend your day-to-day life with. And, you know, I just want to point out really quickly, we do have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. There is definitely some sort of deception going on. And maybe that's what's part of this conflict. It's like when you're doing suspicious things or when you're not... you know, when you're hiding something, you kind of suspect other people are doing the same. So this might be another person's energy who is being a bit aggressive. And it's like they're not expecting the best of you because they don't necessarily have the best intentions and they might be doing stuff behind your back. That's just stuff to kind of... Again, I don't want to cause any drama, but that does seem to be a recurring thing here so far. We do have the Son of Cups as kind of the heart of the reading, actually, which is really interesting. There could be some love coming in or a deepening of a love connection, especially, you know, romantically here. But I don't know if you trust this person. And why this is so interesting, we have the Five of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. I almost want to say this is someone coming from the past or getting a message from someone in the past. Maybe someone's coming to apologize. It feels like something where you kind of had to just walk away. Again, you know, with these Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, it seems like this is referring to some sort of petty fighting or just not seeing eye to eye on something. Someone being very stuck in their ego. There's just no winning. And there's just no cooperation. And I feel like some of you are definitely walking away from something and into something better. This could just be you following your heart and going into something that is much more productive for you. I am feeling like you're ending this game of self-sabotage for some of you. And I do feel like you are making a change in your life. Again, this could be a career change or just changing the people you're surrounding yourself with. You might be moving, especially with the Six of Wands. Although this can also kind of speak of returning to something. Some of you may be moving back somewhere, or someone may be coming back from the past. I am just getting this sense of kind of return, especially with someone you might have cut things out with. But I feel like there's definitely a great deal of transformation. We have two butterflies here together as well. And that might be because you are withdrawing, or you've had to withdraw for some time and kind of transform here. I'm curious to see what the animal wisdom is. What is the animal wisdom for the start of September for Sagittarius? Earthworm. Yeah, I feel like you're starting something new. And I feel like in the process of this, someone might be kind of unburying themselves, coming out of the dirt. You know, if someone's kind of been just missing in action, MIA, they might be coming back, risking embarrassment. It doesn't feel easy, this energy, but it does feel like there's something fertile here, some good new beginning or fresh start, but it requires you coming out of your comfort zone. And that, I'm almost feeling like this is actually someone else doing this. But for you, this is also you doing something you really care about, perhaps starting some sort of project or career or work that you're not sure if you're ready for, but I feel like it's time to start moving in that direction if you haven't already. Especially if there are people who don't understand what you're doing. I feel like you're kind of moving past this. You know, we have the Five of Wands, but it does progress into the Six of Wands in the same energy. So there is progress. Whatever this fighting was here, you're moving away. You're growing. And I was kind of feeling that with the Father of Wands as well. You know, you're above this. And I don't mean this in some sort of egotistical way, but this is just beneath you. It's so beneath you. And I feel like it's you're drawing attention from someone. Could be someone from the past, kind of a review or lesson. Could be someone new. I'm curious to see where all of this is going. That should also kind of clarify some of this energy. So we're now looking at the second half of September, perhaps even further out. Just kind of think of this as where the energy is going, especially for these general readings. It's not going to be super time specific. This is just sort of the way the energy is flowing. I do feel like someone's going to be opening up to you as well. You know, with the Daughter of Swords kind of evolving into the Son of Cups, someone might be getting more vulnerable as well. Ooh, yeah. Lovers falls out. There is a love connection here. I feel like there's a lot of different angles coming in, but I'm definitely getting a love connection here, and you're also following what you love, following your heart. Some of you need to make a choice to do that, though. What else do we have here? Tell me more. What are the other messages for Sagittarius? Yeah, I feel like this is someone who might have left you out in the cold. You're not feeling so great about things. I'll show you why in a second. Well, we have this Five of Pentacles. There could be some sort of financial loss. Wow, okay, interesting. Love. We have the Lovers. The Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, again, beginning of a love connection here, or a deepening of one. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Wow. I definitely feel like this is going to be a good, Libra season is going to bring a lot of good things to your love life. I am feeling. But there is still this disappointment here. There is still this rejection here, which is interesting. There could be two people. I have the Lovers, which can sometimes indicate a choice between two things, and the Two of Cups. I almost get the sense, though, that this is also referring to some sort of loss of stability or security. Again, you are moving out of your comfort zone. It might be something that's happening to you. You might not even be initiating this change. But whatever it is that you are losing, it's giving you something new and very fulfilling. It might not be the same, 9-to-5 secure paycheck or whatever it is you've been used to. But it's really important that you do what you love. And find this passion. Right under the Two of Cups, I also have the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely some new passion beginning, especially someone in terms of communication. But I almost feel like you are still... You're still holding on to some pain. You're still feeling a bit rejected from something in the past. I actually want to clarify, why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? They actually want me to pull an animal card for that. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Fish. Yeah, you're... Excuse me. I've been recording all day. 1 second. My apologies. So, with the fish energy here, there's definitely some sort of change and shakeup. You're definitely feeling very sensitive. Could also be pertaining to a Pisces. I am seeing that with the Hanged Man here at the bottom of the deck. You know, as well as the Son of Cups, a Pisces might be... You might have had your heart broken by a Pisces, or a really flighty, immature air sign, especially if they were kind of like an Aquarius, Pisces cusp. I could be seeing that for some of you. But, you know, there could be a Gemini coming in who is really offering you something very nice. It could be just the beginning of something. But I feel like there's a lot of really good potential still for your love life. This does feel like kind of the past, and I almost feel like this is the loss of something you love materially. It's not necessarily the love of a person. Could also be something that was lost during Pisces season or gained during Pisces season that you're losing now. Interesting. I'm going to pull one more animal card for you guys. What is the animal wisdom for Sagittarius? What is the animal wisdom for Sagittarius? Show me clearly for the end of September and beyond. There we go. Actually, this popped out twice. We have the owl. Trusting your intuition. There's definitely a blessing coming in. Could be physical, could be spiritual. I'm almost feeling... this card is interesting because to bring this energy into balance, owl is very abundant. And in order to really get into this abundant mindset, it actually suggests offering something up, giving something away. And that's almost what I'm kind of getting. It's like whatever you're losing here, whatever you're shedding, it's coming back to you in a bigger and better way. There's definitely a boon and blessing coming in, and it does feel like a love blessing for a lot of you. Could be a new lover, or kind of healing a relationship or deepening an existing relationship, kind of going to the next level, opening up, especially if things have been closed off for a while. But I still feel like you're a little suspicious here. Owl can be a little guarded. And I do feel like your intuition is definitely heightening as well. Pay attention to your dreams. You know, you might be having clairvoyant or clairaudient experiences. You might be seeing images, flashes of things. Pay attention to that. You might be getting messages as well, ringing in the ear. Sometimes it's also songs. You might be getting messages through songs. But I really do feel like there's something very beautiful for you at the end of this month, and it looks really, really lovely. So I hope you don't let this Five of Pentacles sour whatever this is, because this feels really, really good, guys. Anyway, those are all the messages I am getting for you right now, Sagittarius. I do hope that this reading was helpful for you. Definitely hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below how this resonated. I do also have links for personal readings and Reiki sessions for those of you who would like some individualized assistance. And If you would like more clarity or this reading just didn't resonate, you are also welcome to check out your other videos for your sun, moon, and rising signs. I actually have links, a link down below to get your natal chart if you're not familiar with those other placements. You can kind of figure out what those might be. And that's pretty much everything. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye, Sagittarius. Happy September.